Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Report for Monday the 23rd of January 2023. I'm Sean Aylmer and we're back for the year. Every afternoon, of course, we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. Story number 1 today, there hasn't been much good news for the buy now, pay later operators for quite some time. But today, Sezzle said revenue last month was 16% higher than a year earlier, and the group was profitable for the second month in a row. That sent its share price up 37%. Also, the share price of Block Group, which bought Afterpay 12 months ago, jumped nearly 6% after a strong session for tech stocks on Wall Street over the weekend. Lithium stocks, particularly Pilbara Minerals and Liontown Resources, also did well on the back of a series of investment bank upgrades for the sector. Pilbara Minerals' share price jumped 13% on Friday and then another 6% today. Liontown was up 7% today. Overall, the S&P ASX 200 finished the day up slightly to 7,457 points. Now, that's a bit disappointing given the rally on Wall Street over the weekend. But remember, the local market has been travelling very, very well all year. Today, the tech stocks did best, while the energy companies also fared well. Utility stocks and healthcare companies were among the worst performers. Diversified miner South32 warned that first half operating unit costs were expected to be in line or below FY23 guidance at the majority of its operations. That's good news, and its share price rose 1.3%. Oil and gas explorer Karoon Energy jumped more than 7% after announcing an increase in reserves at its Santos Basin concession in Brazil. Gold digger Ramelius Resources fell after saying it had deferred an open pit extension at its Edna May operations in Western Australia due to higher costs. And finally, online retailer Booktopia said it will cut as many as 40 jobs in a bid to rein in costs. Story number 2, CommSec has released its first State of the States report for 2023, and it shows that Queensland is a top-performing state. That's the first time that's ever happened, or at least since the report's inception in 2013. Queensland has benefited from population growth, a solid jobs market, and buoyant overseas demand for energy resources such as coal and natural gas. The tourism sector is also doing its bit after several tough years during COVID. Queensland is now ahead of Tasmania, which drops from 1st to 2nd. South Australia has lifted from 5th to 3rd. New South Wales is now in joint 4th spot with Victoria, ahead of the ACT, Western Australia and the Northern Territory. The report considers economic growth, retail spending, unemployment, population growth and the property market, amongst other things, to rank the states. Story number 3, food prices surged at Woolworths and Coles supermarkets during the December quarter, jumping an average of 9% on an annualised basis. Investment bank UBS tracks the prices of more than 60,000 items and found that prices rose most in the fresh food category, led by dairy and meat. UBS analyst Sean Cousins reportedly said there's substantial cost pressures for manufacturers and producers, and dry grocery products will keep rising until at least June. That's bad news. UBS also tracks the amount of discounting and promotions at the supermarket chains. It found that Coles was being more aggressive than Woolies when it comes to discounting. Story number 4, superannuation funds are set to deliver a negative return for only the 4th time since 2000, after markets fell across the board in 2022. The median balanced fund returned negative 4.8% for the 12 months through to the end of December, with property and equities to blame for much of the decline, according to research house Super Ratings. Only 2 balanced options delivered positive returns last year. Just 2, one from Perpetual and one from First Super. The nation's largest super fund, Aussie Super, delivered a minus 4.8% return, which was in line with what the market did. Now, no one likes to see their super balance diminish. I get that. But super is a long-term gain. And since 2000, super returns have averaged plus 6.1%. And story number 5, the suspect in a ballroom dance club shooting near Los Angeles that left 10 people dead this morning has shot and killed himself. The 72-year-old man shot himself in a van he had used to flee as police officers closed in after an attempted second shooting at Monterey Park, about 16 kilometres east of Los Angeles. It's an area with a population of around 60,000 people, about 2/3 of whom are Asian, according to Bloomberg. Saturday's Lunar New Year celebration had drawn a large crowd. Videos posted on social media showed people being loaded onto stretchers and placed into ambulances. The motive for the crime is unclear. That's it for the afternoon report for Monday, the 23rd of January 2023. Michael Thompson and I will be back tomorrow morning with the Tuesday edition of Fear and Greed. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.